Long ago, in a world that had forgotten its maker, violence filled the streets, and wickedness covered the earth like a flood. But deep in the darkness, one man still walked.
His name was Noah, a farmer, a father, a man of faith. While the world raged around him, Noah knelt on the hillside and listened. For Noah, God was not a distant idea. He was a friend.
Then one day, the heavens opened, not with rain, but with a voice. Noah, the earth is filled with violence. The end of all flesh has come before me. God had seen it all. He would act.
But God did not tell Noah to fight. He told him to build. Make yourself an ark of gopher wood, a boat 300 cubits long, for I will bring a flood upon the earth. A flood, something the world had never seen.
So Noah took up his tools and began to build. On dry land, far from any sea. The neighbors laughed. They pointed. They mocked. A boat? On a hill? Has Noah lost his mind?
But Noah did not stop. Year after year the hammer fell. His sons Shem, Ham, and Japheth joined him. The ark grew, beam by beam, deck by deck, a monument of obedience.
And when it was finished, the ark stood like a mountain, longer than a football field, taller than a house. The people of the earth stared at the strange vessel and laughed louder than ever.
Yet Noah did not laugh. He warned them, "The flood is coming. Turn back to God." Day after day, he pleaded, but the people covered their ears. "No rain has ever fallen," they said. "Noah is a fool."
From my sons whether the word out. I know the bird.
Then something impossible happened. From the hills, from the forests, from the desert, the animals came, 2 by 2. Elephants and eagles, lions and lambs. They walked past the stunned crowds and climbed the ramp into the ark.
Clean animals, 7 pairs, unclean animals, 2 by 2. Every bird, every creature, guided by the hand of God. The mockers fell silent. Something beyond nature was happening, and they were not invited.
Then Noah climbed the ramp one last time, with his wife, his 3 sons, and their wives. 8 souls, 1 family. Standing at the door of the only hope left on earth, Noah looked back one final time and stepped inside.
Then came a sound the world had never heard. The great door of the ark swung shut, and no human hand touched it. The Lord himself shut them in. Outside, the sky was still blue. Inside, the waiting began. And then, the first drop fell. Then another, and another. The people looked up. Water falling from the sky. Something they had never seen in all their days. "It's only a storm," they cried. "It will pass." But it would not pass.
The windows of heaven opened. Mountains of great deep burst open. The sea itself
cities swallowed in a rising tide. The laughter of the crowd turned to screams.
Men, women, children, they ran to the ark. They beat on the great door with their fists. Noah, let us in! But the door was shut by God,
I know!
and no one on earth could open it.
For 40 days and 40 nights, the rain fell without mercy. The water climbed over hills, over mountains, over the highest peaks of the earth. Everything that breathed, every bird, every beast, every man was swept away. Only the ark.
Inside, Noah and his family held on. The thunder roared. The ark groaned like a living thing. But they were safe, cradled in the hands of God. The animals, once wild, rested in peace. And in the dark, a lantern glowed, a promise that the night would not last forever.
150 days, the waters covered the earth, and the ark drifted, alone, upon a silent world. Can you imagine the waiting, the wondering? But Noah had learned to trust the one who had shut the door.
Then the waters began to fall. The ark came to rest on the mountains of Ararat. Noah sent out a raven. It did not return. He sent a dove. She returned. 7 days later, he sent her again. And this time, she came back with an olive leaf in her beak. Life had survived.
I know my Sophia.
Then God spoke. Come out of the ark, you and your family, every living creature. Great door swung. Sunlight flooded in. Noah stepped onto the mud and took a breath of the first clean air of the new world. The old world was gone, but God was still God.
Noah built an altar and worshipped. He gave thanks, not for a boat, but for a God who saves. And then, for the first time, the sun broke through the clouds, and a rainbow stretched across the sky, a bridge of light from heaven to earth.
God said, I set my rainbow in the clouds. Never again will I destroy the earth with a flood. This is my promise to you and to every living creature. Noah's story teaches us this. When the world is drowning in darkness, God always has a plan. He is looking for people who will hear his voice